I'm probably live, but I don't know yet because I cannot see when I'm live. Here we go. I can now. But I cannot see the chat just yet. And now I can. Yeah. It says 2 people watching. And there's Howard. Hey, Howard. Right. Welcome to LiveTUBBs Weekly, the show that was supposed to be earlier today, but basically I took a little bit of a break and I got infuriated by something else, and it's not really that infuriating to anybody else, but for me it's a huge deal, and I will get into that in a bit. But it is LiveTUBBs Weekly, so you know the deal. I basically go on about how my week went and then talk about the voting process, do the voting, and then I get on with the hopefully what we're going to do next week. So yeah, already next week we have 2 things to do, but I'll get into that in a second. So what happened this week? Well, this week, couple things. I managed to get my tickets all sorted for the event. I'm super looking forward to that. And yeah, I'm basically all booked and sorted for my vacation. Like, everything's done. I mean, like, the checklist is complete. You know, I might have to get travel insurance, but I can't be bothered. Also, I think Damon said that basically I'm covered on his travel insurance anyway, because we're covered travel insurance wise. So yeah, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay with that. So yeah, all of the things are ticked off, and I'm ready to go, and I want to go right now. And it's really annoying that I can't, because I've got bullshit to do, and there is a bunch of time in between now and then, which is really irritating, like super irritating, because reasons. The next thing that I just want to announce that I did, and it's not channel related at all, but I did release a video. I think this week. I basically didn't I do something? Oh, I did the inflation video. Duh. Yeah. Was that last week? It was for last week. Yeah. Brain not working great right now. So yeah, not related to the live streams whatsoever. I basically haven't done much work this week on account of thumb achiness, general motivation just not being there, and other things that I've got to do, including the sci-fi convention that I'm going to. I am like heading up the office, the site office, and there's preparations that need to be done for that, obviously. I'm also heading up one of the games as well, and I've got to design some art assets for that, which is it's so fun. But I haven't even been doing that part because basically thumb issues and hand issues. But my hand is a lot better today. I also haven't been doing so that I haven't been doing any artwork either. But what I have discovered in my free time is Star Trek Online. I came back after years and fucking years of not playing it. I discovered today was the first time I ever played it for a long time. Basically, when Star Trek Online first came out, I joined Star Trek Online, and then I didn't like it, so I played a couple of levels. I leveled up my character a couple of times, and then I said to myself, "This is boring," and I'm really sorry about that, but it was back then. It wasn't Star Trek to me. That's the problem. It wasn't Star Trek to me. So yeah, but after getting the itch, every now and again I get the itch to basically jump on Second Life or something, and the problem is that, you know, it happens like once or twice, once every 1 or 2 years. I get the urge to basically jump into. I wasn't yawning until I came on stream. I fucking hate this. Yeah, I get the itch every now and again to jump on to kind of like an online community, you know, and it's weird. It started when I was a teenager, in the days when chat rooms were a thing, and then I basically found games, and I basically would jump into a game. It used to be Unreal Tournament. I used to be really good and really not bad at first-person shooters. And then it basically became Second Life, because Second Life was a huge deal, and I basically jumped on Second Life and became pally with a few of the moderators and gained superpowers, because basically I was one of the police. I was one of the guys that you basically could kind of like push people out of the game or kick people from servers if they were being assholes. And yeah, I had all the power, and I had basically the ability to create a character, and I just made him a shadow person, you know. He was like he was just a shadow. He didn't have any reflective light on him, so basically he was just an outline of a human, and he would just walk around, and basically if anybody had problems, then basically he would I used to call it shadow push people out if there was like things. Like I said, I was God. It was awesome. And yeah, however, you know, the Second Life community became either toxic, just became super shitty, and I just left. I was just like, you know what, fuck you guys, and I just left. And yeah, I didn't go back until like a year later, and I still had my abilities and stuff. And you know, I go back every now and again. I used to go back every now and again, like I said, whenever this urge hit me and stuff. And I would like have a little bit of fun, and then basically it'll get boring again. And then I found Grand Theft Auto and Grand Theft Auto Online. So, and of course, I had endless fun playing on that. But recently, that's gotten a bit annoying because every single server that I seem to join on Grand Theft Auto, there seems to be some arsehole who basically even though I'm just flying around or anything, I could just go into, you know, private game mode, but that's a little bit boring. Would just pick me out of the sky and then try to kill me continuously until I got fed up and I left. So yeah. And then I decided to do this. I do Star Trek Online, and like it was going to be World of Warcraft, because I've never done World of Warcraft. Like, but apparently that's not free. The Star Trek Online is essentially free. You don't have to pay for anything. I have not paid for anything yet. So yeah, I've been playing Star Trek Online while my hand heals, and while this hand gets better at drawing, because that's what I've been doing when I do sci-fi convention stuff. I basically have been drawing with this hand, and this hand is not as equipped for some reason as this hand. It's fine with coloring, and it's fine with like doing the pointerist stuff, but basically it's like by the way, that's the dots, doing dots. But yeah, I will address chat, by the way. I will address chat. It's just that, again, as long as everybody understands that when it comes to LiveTUBBs Weekly, I get all of the what's happened this week stuff out of the way, and then I basically, yeah. By the way, FMF, Fact Folks, has been super helpful with everything in Star Trek Online. Like, I would have been completely stuck and pooping myself because I went over a bunch of stuff on how to, I couldn't figure out how to do key things, and he helped me a lot. So I'm super thankful, dude. When I do get back into drawing, then feel free to ask for whatever you want, by the way. So yeah, consider that payment. You know? I have had a problem today, and this is just the latest news, and just kind of, again, it's not really, I'm not asking for help or anything like that. I don't think anybody can help. I think it might just be a glitch. However, I ranked up. I'm now a commander. I got to level 22, and basically now I'm a commander. I can get a new ship, and they gave me an option of 3 different kinds of ships, and I was like, I would like the Akira class, because the Akira class is actually one of my favorites. Design-wise, it's an actually very good sound design. It's kind of yeah, it's very nice. I could talk more about it, but that apparently is boring sometimes. I might talk about it when I have, if I don't have anything to talk about later. But yeah, I clicked on the Akira class. It said then that I was purchased, and then it also said that basically, if I want to, that I should go to somewhere else and basically make it my main ship. And so I was like, okay. So I went over to the other guy after I purchased my ship, and wanted to manage my ships, and basically it was not in the selection, so I was confused. So I went back to the I went to the modification station. The modification station is, by the way, where you modify your ship's appearances, and basically it wasn't in there either. I checked my personal thing, it's not there either. And for the past hour, this was supposed to be an hour before now. By the way, I'm sorry, by the way, guys. I've been logging out of the game, log back in the game, trying to talk to different people, trying different combinations of talking to different people, actually asking the game itself. And yeah, apparently I did not purchase that ship, and I cannot get I can't get a refund on my token. So I have to actually purchase the ship with actual currency in the game. Not actual money, actual in-game currency. But at least I know how to get that now and how to do that. Because I was a bonehead before and I didn't scroll down enough, apparently. Again, FMF helped me super a lot with that, so that's good. Anyway, that's been my week so far. Well, my week in total, because it's not Sunday anymore here in the UK. So yeah, so let's go on to the chat, and then I'll get on to voting for this week's topic. I have the book open, so if you do want to vote, let me just read out the topics, and then you can vote while I'm reading the chat. So you can vote for Advice Week, Funnel Week, Balloon Week, Furry Week, Feet Week, Live Week, Art Week, Padding Week, Guest Week, or Glutting Week. If you want me to read out those again, please do so. But if I've read all of the chat by the time you basically ask me that, then I'm gonna start tallying up anyway. So yeah, I've got to remember to put down this person's vote because they wanted Balloon Week. So I've got that down. This pen is dirty. Okay. So the chat. The notification worked. I'm glad it worked this time. I have no idea what that was. Basically, there's nothing on my end that I can do. If people aren't getting the notifications, then yeah, I'm sorry about that. It was a bit irritating before because I just thought it was going to be a thing that's happening. So yeah. Joe says, just popping in and out again, you are hot. Thank you, dude. And FMF is here. He says, awesome. I hope you have fun. I think that's when I was talking about the holiday. I am super looking forward to it. Vegas was awesome last year, so I'm hoping it's just going to be even better this year. Especially two of my favorite people in the world are going to be there, so super excited. So yeah. Hey Tubbs, great big hugs and many snuggles. I'm sorry I missed yesterday and today's stream, but I'm so glad I didn't miss this stream. It's okay, dude. It's okay. It's okay. It's just it's one of those things. Like I said, it can't be helped with the. Now my eyes being. I can't win. Is it the stream? Is it just generally shit for my health? Really. Anyway, hey Dreamy. Dreamy's here too. I was deadly with the Ripper back at the Emerald Tournament days. The Ripper. Is that the flag cannon? The Ripper. I only remember like four guns. There's like 10, aren't there? Now, and that and the hand wall, the or whatever it was called, the handheld nuclear warhead launcher. It wasn't called that, but that's what everybody called it in the game when I was playing it. But yeah, Unknown says, when's the next Vor video? When somebody pays me to do it. It's not a thing that's easily done. I require another person to film it, you know. Told mostly emotionally, but still. Oh. I'm sorry, Dreamy. Jeffrey said, wait. World of Warcraft can get expensive. Oh. I've heard horror stories, so yeah, yeah, it is expensive. Oh yeah, I have run into that bug. Do you have a way of fixing it, or basically am I just stuck with no ship and have to buy one? I'm okay with buying one. I'm kind of bummed out by the choices. You know, I was hoping that basically the first ship that I purchased would be the Intrepid class, because it's the next rank up. Next time I rank up, I'm going to basically be captain, and yeah, I'm going to be captain. So I was like, come on, wait a minute, lieutenant commander, cap. Yeah, I'm going to be captain, so it should be, you know, it's there. I've seen it on the list. I was hoping that would be the first ship that I bought with my dilithium, which I know how to purchase, or how to make. So yeah. By the way, there's a mine as well. There's a couple of mines in the game, so there's that. Anyway, yeah, if you've got any tips on how to solve this problem, then that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm stuck with my teeny little ship. I've got a tiny little ship. It's so cute, you guys. It's called the Felix, and it's really tiny, and it whizzes around, and it's super powerful now because I'm captain, and I basically loaded it up because I was annoyed at the game not doing its job, and I loaded it up with like the bestest shields and everything that this class of ship is capable of having. So it's got the best shields, best weapons, and it's got like a fucking mine launcher, which I'm super proud of because I have researched the crap out of this thing to level it up to the highest it can be at my rank, and it's it's just devastating. I literally just come in, drop mines, and there's like 4 of them, and then I fuck off out of weapons range, and then they fire, they home in on the enemy, blow it to fuck. So yeah, it's awesome. So I'm okay with having the Felix until basically, but I would prefer to have a bigger ship, only because it will probably last longer in Firefight and Star Trek Online talk. I'll talk about it if we don't have to do anything else to talk about. I'm sorry, guys. Sounds like a really cool game, Tubbs. It is. It's super fun. Oh, balloon and padding. So balloon. Where's the padding? Oh, it's the bottom. It's near the bottom. Advice, and glutton week. Advice twice and glutton. Okay, so that's it. Last minute votes. That was the last minute votes. So I'm going to do the tallying up, and yeah, no more voting. Unless you want to try to vote for when I've basically done it, I guess. You can vote again if you want to. But that will be voting for next week. So let me just do the tallying up. No more voting, anybody on Discord as well, because I am now tallying those up. Okay. Get the pen out. Dingus. Okay, so it's still, by the way, cigar week and bloating week as well, because I didn't do those videos. I didn't have the materials to do the bloating week, although I might just pussy out and just like do a soda chug or something. I don't know yet. But getting the baked beans seems to be difficult on account of it's just hard to find the time to go to the store. Right. Okay. So the results are, it's gone quiet all of a sudden. I like that. Ever since I started reading, it's gone quiet. Okay. Right. So the results are two votes for Advice Week, 1 vote for Funnel Week. Balloon Week had 2 votes also. Furry Week had 4 votes. Feet Week had 1 vote. Live Week had no votes. Art Week had no votes. Padding Week had 3 votes. Guest Week had no votes. And Glutton Week had 2 votes. So the winner is Furry Week. So the winner is Furry Week. Okay, so I don't vote on Discord yet again still, because I'm just doing the thing. So if you want to vote in advance, you can vote for, well, you can't vote for Pup Week, you can't vote for, Inflation Week, you can't vote, well, you can vote for Advice Week, you can vote for Funnel Week, and you can vote for Balloon Week, but you can't vote for Fat Daddy Week, you can't vote for Work Hog Week, you can't vote for Pipe Week, you can't vote for Belly Play Week, you can't vote for Furry Week because it is Furry Week. You can't vote for Cigar Week because it is kind of still also Cigar Week. You can vote for Feet Week. You can vote for Live Week. You can vote for Squish Week. Oh, no, you can't vote for Squish Week. You can't vote for Bloating Week. So I'm just making a note here. But you can vote for Art Week, you can vote for Padding Week, and you can vote for Guest Week. You cannot vote for Piggy Noise Week, or Leather Week. But you can vote for. Wait a minute. Yeah, you can vote for Guest Week or Glutton Week. So there you go. So if you want to make any votes, I will read them out again after I finish doing the clearing of the page and announcing and reopening the Discord thing. But yeah, more talking would be awesome. Yeah, it's Furry Week, Jeffers. So yeah. Right, let me just clear the board. Yeah. So Furry Week, that's anything in the pup hood, the piggy hood, or any of the artwork that I've done, or any of the animations that I've found online that basically are related to furries in any way. So this page looks very cool because it's got like numbers and stuff for it. It's a very just like some abstract art. Right, Discord polls are back open. It will be officially back open after I finish messing with it. Oh, come on. So what would you guys like to see for Furry Week? There we go. And posted. So you can vote for Advice Week, Funnel Week, Balloon Week, Feet Week, Live Week, Art Week, Padding Week, Guest Week, or Glutton Week. So those are the ones you can vote for. Yeah. So what would you like to see for Furry Week? That's the thing. That's the question. So the bloating week thing, the bloating week video is postponed until I can actually get to the store and get the baked beans. I just want 4 cans of baked beans. I currently have 2 cans in the house. I might just I'm thinking that I might just have to have like one of the, those 2 cans with a soda chug, because like I said, that does seem to get me nice and bloated and gassy and burpy. So that might be a thing. The cigar week video isn't going to be done until I can get back into the hot tub over at my buddy's place, at Daryl's place. But yeah, for the Furry Week video, I have no clue. I mean, it could just be combined with either the bloating week or the cigar week. I don't know. because I do plan to take my hood with me when I go to Dell's, my rubber piggy hood, just to have a little fun. So yeah, that's coming with me to Vegas as well. So yeah, very weak video ideas would be great. Whatever is easiest for me. I could just do what I did this week and not do anything. Because that would be easiest, technically. But that would be a big cop-out, I guess. Got Kevin's funeral coming up, and that's something I'm not looking forward to, but you know, pup play. That does count as very weak. That does count as very weak stuff. But that's a very vague description, you know. Like I said, I might just combine it with the you know, the pig hood in the hot tub. I don't know what that would be like though, because I don't know what the lighting would be like, because it's a black hood, so the eyes will probably get overshadowed or something. I don't know. I might have to think about lighting when I go back there. It's either next week or next weekend, which is in next week. So yeah. Super awesome fun times. I found out the other day that my kind of cousin, he's like my I don't know. He's not as distant as my, you know, family wise, as my American cousin. My American cousin. Why do I know that's the name of a play, isn't it? But why do I know that? Is that the play that Lincoln was shot in? We'll have a drink. Anyway. Yeah, I found out that he basically had a shunt put in place because he was having chest pains just the other day. He's living with my mother to basically help my mum out. But yeah, I found that out and I was like, oh. But yeah, that's made me super paranoid as well. I shouldn't worry about stuff like that yet. Not until I'm older, if I get older. Then drop my pen. Well, that's what you said. I'm thirsty too now. There we go. But yeah, anyway, if we're not going to think about, yeah, I know, Tubbs, I hope your cousin will be all right when he's been staying with your mum. Has he been staying with my mum long? Well, ever since my dad moved into a care home for his Parkinson's. Basically, that relative of my father's I don't know. He's just a friend. So yeah. So yeah. But he basically has been living with my mum to help, just help out in general. Also, basically, he doesn't have. Apparently, he doesn't have much family where he's from. So basically, this is nice that it's nice that my mum's got somebody, you know, to look after. But yeah. Anyway, Dreamy. Toodles, dude. Oh, back stretch. That was good. But yeah, Toodles, dude. What do you want? Yeah. I swear to God, I'm not tired. I have no clue what the fuck is going on. That's very nice of him to help you. Well, you know, not everybody on my dad's side of the family isn't assholes, so yeah. Generally, the traditionalists that live in Ireland, you know, most of them are the assholes. I call them the traditionalists because they're very religious. But again, not all of them. But yeah. Anywho. Not going to talk about them because basically, you know, they do not deserve it. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Yeah. Okay. So are we just gonna, is it gonna be just a cop out week where I basically end up doing I end up doing the baked bean chug and the soda chug before jumping in the hot tub with a cigar and my piggy hood on. Is that what's gonna end up be happening? I mean, that's okay, but yeah. What are your plans for today, Tubbs? Well, I am going to bed. Not super immediately right after the stream. I might play on Star Trek Online a bit more. Hey, everyone's asleep. I've got nothing to do. I can't sleep, so yeah. But yeah, it's nearly it's nearly 4 a.m. in the UK. So yeah. So maybe it will be a cop out week. Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting tired of this not being motivated thing. But at least it isn't depression based anymore. Mostly my motivation, you know, my loss of motivation this time has more to do with the fact that I'm just really looking forward to Vegas, and I just can't be able to do anything else but play a game because that's it. You know, the more of the game I play, the quicker Vegas will come. I don't know. I shouldn't think of it that way, but you know, yeah. So I've already kind of checked out. So I'm just happy that it's not depression related. So that's something. Honestly, my depression hasn't come back since I booked the flight. So I'm super happy about that. Oh, sometime this week, maybe we might get a new pic dump or or art dump, because basically we're coming to the end of pictures to upload to either Groma or Instagram. So it will be a new set. Excited. I'm a bit bummed about a couple of things. I'm not at the target weight I was supposed to be at, but I'm kind of getting over that slowly. And also, I haven't got any of the cop uniform supplies that I was supposed to get yet. So I should use that as motivation to do some more artwork and stuff, because that's more money, and then I can get some more police outfit stuff. But yeah. But honestly, I wouldn't care if I was there right now. I wouldn't care. I'm glad you like them, Jeff. They're a pain in the ass to do, because I have to manually sort out the pictures and all of the pictures. There's a lot of them usually. It takes forever. So I wasn't scented and not fented. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I want the trip to be here already, because basically, the more time now that I'm very happy now, but the more time that goes by before I actually go, the more time that these these two things are going to bug me until basically, yeah. You mean Vegas, Chris? Yes, he messaged me back. He said he's looking forward to it too. Only a couple months. I know it's actually like 3 months, but only a couple months. Only a couple months. Well, it's gone quiet again a little bit. So I might as well just talk about Star Trek. So, yeah, I like the Akira class mainly because it's a nice evolution between a Nebula class and a Miranda class. It's kind of a nice evolution. And if you're going by canon, by the storyline, then it's a great callback to the NX series. That's what I got. I was like, okay, just store this in case it gets quiet. And now I've said it, I'm like, oh, I don't have anything else. Shit. Help me out here, guys. Personally, I like the NX better than the Akira, but the Akira's huge compared to the NX class. You know, I know it's not this dramatic a difference, but imagine basically the NX class is basically the weapons turret. Plus, it has a deflector and it has a sensor array, and they basically it makes sense which one's which. So I'm happy about that. It's funny. Again, I know it's not that dramatic a difference, but the Akira class is fucking massive compared to the NX class, and it's thicker and bulkier, and it basically doesn't look like you could just like break off a nacelle. And it has a proper shell bay, whereas I hate the drop down shell bays. It has an actual shell bay. Yes, I remember being in a few of the streams when you were getting the pictures of the arcs together, and it's a lot of work, but I love them. I know you do. It's just that I like to randomize the pictures, but I like to have them, you know, I basically randomize the pictures so that certain pictures aren't next to each other. So that's a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes, but it's worth it. And I like to have the series of pictures kind of make sense as a series. So again, it's a pain in the ass. The NX just looks good. It's too thin. It's really thin. Like when it's approaching you, it's like really, really thin. It looks teeny. It looks absolutely teeny. It's yeah. You look like you can puncture that thing. You know, with a big enough weapon, you could just like puncture it. I don't know. Just the NX class is just yeah. I mean, for its era, it's very pretty. For its era, it does look pretty. It's also a bit top heavy, you know, it's the cell stick up, and it's got nothing on the bottom. So yeah. The Akira always looks upside down to me. Well, yeah, because you like the NX class, and the Akira class is basically just the NX class, but with the nacelles switched around. It's very, very top heavy as well, but it makes up for that by having a big swooping dish. That isn't a complete dish, you know? So yeah. Oh, night, Owen. Night, Howard. I think you might have. Did he go already? I haven't been reading the chat because basically I've been ignoring my fucking eye. If you're there, hit a key. There we go. So the NX fixes the thing that bugged me. Okay, like I get it. I get it. Like I said though, it's just that it feels more resilient. It feels tougher. It feels like it feels a bit more thought out, which is weird because technically it came before the NX class. The NX class kind of but yeah, belly rubs. Yeah, belly sleep, dude. Yeah, the NX class came technically after the Akira class, design-wise, but it still feels more it feels more thought out, and it feels more rugged. You know, it feels like, yeah. I know somebody who basically described the Akira class like somebody took a bike pump to an NX class because it just is thicker, you know. And I was like, yeah, okay, I can see that. But yeah, also there isn't a warp field governator. I fucking hate that thing. The NX class, it doesn't have a reason. That thing in between the nacelles doesn't have an actual purpose. I think that's what bugs me about the NX class. It's like it's a warp field governator. It basically it manipulates the warp field. I hate that. It's basically a third nacelle, and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't glow or do anything cool like a nacelle should do. And it's in line. It should have been slightly lower and been a deflector shield or something, but it's just stuck there in between the two nacelle pylons, being a big target. And on the Akira class, at least the Akira class it actually does something. It's a it's a weapons platform. Do you know what it is? It's basically because when they designed that thing, they basically they had a design for the NX class, and it was basically an Akira class, and it didn't have anything in between the pylons. It was just they were just pylons. They were just thick pylons. So instead of actually leaving it blank and then filling it in later by actually adding the secondary hull, because that's what they were originally going to do when they got to season 5 or 6. They were going to actually build on the ship. They're actually going to build a secondary hull on the ship, and it was going to be awesome. But they didn't. They ended up not doing that, and they basically realized that they needed something there. It looked a bit silly without something there, so they put something in there, but they never gave it a purpose until basically after season 1. Then they basically said what it was, and it's stupid. So yeah, so that's my beef with the NX class. It's pretty for its time. It is pretty. I do appreciate it, but as it is, especially compared to the Akira class, it just it annoys me. You know? You would like to see the ring version? You mean the do you mean the NXA or whatever they call it, the cruiser? The one that's in a picture behind, you know, well, in the, yeah. I know. It's kind of infeasible though. You know, that thing is more flimsy compared to, yeah. It's a bit more flimsy. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna order a fucking eye patch. I'm gonna do it next time. Yeah. I don't know what happened to my other eye patch. But then that thing pressed against my eye and it was kind of not good anyway. So I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, yeah. So the ring version that wouldn't have worked so well, you know, because it is too flimsy looking. It's just too flimsy. People aren't going to buy that thing can survive being hit by a couple of torpedoes, you know. Whereas the NX class, it's big enough and thick enough that basically you can buy that it's going to get hit by a couple of torpedoes and not get instantly destroyed, you know. Whereas that thing, it's like the Klingon ships, you know. You kind of don't want to look at the Klingon ships as in a designer light too much on account of it's got so many weaknesses, which is weird because the Klingons themselves are supposed to be very redundant with their yeah stuff. The two dicks thing, ugh, it's crazy. So yeah, it's just so, yeah. I like the flimsed look for the era, though. The idea that humanity went to explore the stars in a tiny tin can fits with the naivety that Starfleet of the 22nd century had. Well, the problem is that when they weren't Starfleet yet, were they? No, they were Starfleet. No. Shut up. Not you. Again, me. Shut up, brain. They weren't Federation. Anyway, do you mean the flimsy look? Well, that's the thing. I kind of would have liked them to be more expanse. You know, I kind of would have liked it to basically be. I know the expanse didn't exist then. I would have liked it for the ships to basically look like, you know, Star Trek ships that were designed with, you know, in the style of the Expanse. You know, very, very practical, very, very, very incredibly practical and incredibly, you know, like utilities and stuff like that. Like the Expanse has this thing where they've got a design rule. It can't be too complicated. It has to be all practical. And so basically, when you see the ships, they're usually very, very much like they're just bricks in space. They've just kind of like got bits on, you know, connected to each other, and then have bits kind of like built around them. You know, like most of the ships have like a fuselage of like, okay, this is the living space, and somewhere in here there has to be a kind of almost a bridge or a place where where you're gonna fly the ship from, and then you're gonna have to have like compartments for people to live in, or work in, living and working. And so they kind of put two, like they kind of like have these three modules, and then they basically slap on things like, they put the engines at the back, because almost all of them are exhaust engines. And they put like weapons in strategic places around it, and they put like, if it has like an attachment for a cargo bay, they'll put that somewhere on it, and it kind of like they all slap together. If they basically built the ships like that, I think that it would have been great. Enterprise would have been awesome. But again, the Expanse didn't exist then, so I don't think even the books existed then. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it would have been the whole idea was basically to make Starfleet, but 100 years before the original series. So what they did was they basically they took away things. They just took away stuff, and they still armor plated the thing. That's the thing. So yeah, they kind of have that aesthetic to them anyway. With the NX class, the NX class does have the tin can in space kind of look to it, because yeah, it is kind of flimsy, but it's not as flimsy. Like I said, they needed something that looked like it could take a punch, because everything else that you're supposed to see that Earth has is like that. You see a cargo ship, and it is very much like the Expanse. It's basically got like it's got the ship at the front of it, and it is built very much like that. And it does look a bit flimsy and a bit crap, to be honest. But it's supposed to be like that. And this thing is meant to be the pride of the Federation. Well, the pride of Starfleet, and it's basically meant to look like it can do all the scientific stuff and also survive at least a little bit of a pounding. And it does look like that. So, again, I have no problems with, with the NX class, and even with the fucking warp governor. I just wish that they kind of built on it and stuff. But like I said, I don't buy that the ring ship having its own series. The ring ship itself was designed for basically testing and to explore the nearby sectors, because Earth is kind of sandwiched between the Vulcan sector and the other sectors. Like it's kind of in between a couple of sectors. So basically, it's only designed to explore these two sectors. The other, it wasn't designed to go beyond that, and it took a long time doing it, if you believe in the stories and stuff. So yeah. It wasn't designed for combat, and therefore would make a very boring story. So if they did shoot that, then it would have been just like, oh, it's a science vessel, but just a science vessel. If it ever got into trouble, it would either be destroyed or it would make it back home, and then we'd send out warships or whatever. Whatever. I love hearing you and FMF talk about this, Tubbs. I'm enjoying listening to it. Well, okay. I'm glad you do, Jeff. I don't know if you want to, you can contribute, by the way, dude. Totally cool with that. Yeah. I think I was talking about this before. I think I was trying to say this before. I had to go eat. When we were talking before FMF, but the thing, it has nothing to do. Again, it has nothing to do with what we were just talking about the Akira class. But I was watching, and it's a really good episode. It's a really good. It's a really good episode. But I was watching an episode of Voyager, and it's one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best episodes of Voyager ever. And that is the episode where they basically accidentally create a Borg clone, but a super advanced Borg clone. And I love it. I love this episode so much. It shows some very, 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 very nice acting in it. But basically, there's a Borg child on the ship, and holy fuck, is it so good! The comedy that comes from it, like I said, the acting is spot on, but most of all, the storytelling is great, and I just keep getting reminded that of this one thing that happened in it, and that's basically I can't remember the name of the fucking episode. One second, guys. It made me memory alpha it. I hate memory alpha, by the way. It's so commercial. It's like a big commercial. Oh, it's not as bad now. They've oh no, they're the ads. The ads have loaded. Awesome. Oh my god. Oh, it's actually called One. The episode is called One. What season was it? Oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, it's so good. It's so good. But he basically is talking about somebody. He's talking about, he wants to hear about the Borg, and basically they're like, well, we can't tell you about the Borg. Well, let's look at something else. And he's like, I want to hear about the Borg now. I just love the way that he says it. It's brilliant. But yeah, it's been playing in my head for fucking ever. Terminate interface, you must comply. You're hurting me. Oh my god. It's heartbreaking as well. I'm not going to go into what happens in it, but it's one of their finest. One of their finest. Hi Julian says, what's shaking? Well, I told you earlier, so yeah. Joe Ryan's saying comply while nearby breaking into tears, but still maintaining bored composure was a great piece of acting. I know. I know. Oh my god. You know, you are hurting me. It's just. Oh my god. I almost went into tears myself. Holy shit. You know? It's just so. Yeah, it's so good. It's like the episode from the Next Generation. You know, it's got the kind of acting chops in it that the episode from Next Generation, Lal or whatever it's called, when Data creates an android and stuff. There's that whole It's basically got you get so attached to this thing, and it's just I'm not gonna go. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. The episode's called One. It's on Star Trek Voyager. It has to be somewhere in, I want to say, season 5 or 6, probably season 5. It's not long after 7 of 9 joins the cast. So yeah, Jerry Ryan. Yeah, she's lovely, by the way. Holy crap, she is so nice. But yeah. Julian says, "How's it going, Todd? Good to see you. Good to see you too, Stip." I don't see anyone's comments. It's weird. You mean in the chat? Try refreshing your page. I don't know what that is. It's entirely possible that you might have been blocked by them or something. I don't know. I don't want to stir the pot or anything, though. I am still okay. Why? Oh, FMF. Did you say that there isn't a solution to this problem? I am missing now a spaceship. I somehow have misplaced a spaceship. Space Dog has misplaced my spaceship. I can just imagine that, basically, like, poor Ensign basically being like, "Commander, I seem to have maybe potentially I don't know, lost something." You know, there might be a solution. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? Because basically, I'm not that bummed about it, to be honest, now. At the time, I was pissed off, but right now, I'm not that bummed about it. Like I said, I basically have upped my, I've ranked up my spaceship, my dinky spaceship, so it's not totally terrible anymore. So, yeah, I don't know why it was glitching for some reason. It's okay. It has done it to me. Basically, I've been streaming, and I was streaming for a long time, and I was waiting for people to come onto the stream, and basically, people were typing like crazy in the chat, but nobody was, on my end, I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anything on the chat. Nobody was talking at all. It was just me by myself, so I wasn't saying anything. And then I refreshed the page, and basically, yeah. If I can't help you, you can submit a trouble ticket. Yeah, I guess. They're never going to get back to me. I might as well just, yeah. But I didn't know. I didn't know if you had any solutions yourself. But I mean, again, it's not a big deal. I'm just going to wait until I get to Captain, and then I can basically get my Intrepid class. I am bummed out that you can't get. I was looking forward to getting a Oberth class, but yeah, apparently you can't get an Oberth class unless you're a Romulan. I don't know how that works, but it was in the ship requisition for Romulans. So, yeah, you have possible solutions. Well, I could end the stream and then get on to Star Trek on Star Trek Online. Real quick and try them real quick. It is my favorite ship in Star Trek. In Star Trek, just all Star Trek. The Intrepid class is my favoriteest ship ever. Because basically I'm an engineer, not a qualified engineer or anything, but I have like an honorary scientific engineer degree almost, and basically I love that ship because it's so well thought out and it's great. The Intrepid class. So you're right about that, Jeff. However, in Star Trek, I keep trying not to say Star Trek Legacy. In Star Trek Online, I haven't seen all of the ships yet, all the variants. So I can't say for sure what my favorite ship is yet in Star Trek Online, because they are different. I can't stream any gameplay because I can't. I can only do the low tech solution. Either way, I would have to end the stream because, I don't know how Star Trek Online would react to OBS. I will definitely lose the chat though, unless I do the chat on here. Which I can do. I could do it super low tech. Let me just try doing it super low tech. My chat isn't showing. Kevin Tom says, I want to see your tummy. There's plenty of videos and pictures out there online. So yeah, have fun looking at all the channels. Seriously, there's tons of channels like purely dedicated to just that. Okay, so I've got the chat open on this terminal. Again, Kevin, have fun on any of the channels. Fat Daddy Tubbs, the Tanker Tubbs, Specko Tubbs, Daddy Dog Tubbs, Bare Feet Tubbs, Builder Tubbs, Burpee Tubbs, Inflatable Tubbs, Glutton Tubbs, or Lunar Tubbs. They all have belly videos. So have fun. Go nuts. Right now, again, you can go look. I'm not stopping you. You're the only one that's stopping you from doing this. I have no idea how this is going to affect the live stream, by the way. How do you inflate yourself? Well, you just swallow some air. Like it's hard. Okay, I am now on. It's loading. So yeah, this is the ultra low tech way that I was going to show you guys. This is the ultra low tech way. So this is which let me just showing you the screen. The screen. Do you remember when I did this for Star Trek Legacy? Ignore the dirty, dusty screen. It's just the angle of my forget it. You can still kind of see me in the reflection, kind of. Yeah, you can't see it. It's too dark. But yeah. That's me. And that's the Felix. But yeah, I've got a warbird as well, just for fun. Again, super low-tech way that I'm doing this, and I do apologize if it's bugging people. It goes through lung and back out. Well, I can't help you there. And I'm just in the space dock admiring the other ships, because that's where I was. I'm in Earth Space Dock number 8, in case anybody wants to join me and change their instance and all that stuff. Right. Right, so I'm going to go up to the annoying woman. Yeah, according to this, I don't have it. I still don't have it. Yeah, it's nowhere in my. So what were your do it shirtless? Again, I have done it shirtless. You can find a video of it very easily somewhere online. Yeah, dry dock, starships. It's not here. My ship is not here. Do you ever use special effects? No, I haven't got the budget for that. When's your next upload? I uploaded a video a minute ago. You know, before I came on here. Yeah. Okay, I am not seeing Discord because Discord is. Do more button. Don't tell me what to do, dude. You know, if you tell me what to do, then I'm going to tell you what to do. And in this case, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself because basically, you know, I don't need to take shit from anyone. The game looked very cool, Tubbs. It is very cool. Yeah, don't be a jerk. Just a general rule. Don't tell people to do it. No. Someone keeps following me around on here. Is there anything below your inventory called an overflow bag? Okay, inventory. Overflow bag. Heavy escort. Sorry, it's in my inventory. Oh my god, what if I accidentally replicated it? Put it in the recycling. That'd be terrible. So how do I get it? How do I get at it? How do I get it? I respect that. I respect you. Okay. Hey Jeff, you seem like a really nice guy. He is. So do I like right click it? Equip. Is that what I can do? I've also got another one, Federation Shuttlecraft. Is that a starship in your pocket? Yeah, it's a starship in my pocket. So how do I get at it? Do I equip it? USS Fairland. Holy crap. I didn't do that. I'm gonna go back to the thing and see if it's in there, because basically I just equipped and it basically did the thing. So do I go to? Okay. Shit. I think I basically blew up something. No, I'm sure it's fine. So I want all my weapons, because I've spent a long time getting all of these weapons for this thing. So I want all my weapons and all my cool shit from my other ship. I know you can just transfer them. It does. It appears here. I'm all set. But it's just all of the stuff that I upgraded and did for this ship. I basically now have pinned to the wrong ship. Okay, I think. Oh, it comes with some pretty awesome stuff anyway. Also, your instance is full, so I could just join. Also, your instance is full, so I couldn't just join. I was going to say this in game. Okay. Space dock, Earth space dock number 8. Yeah, there is stuff happening. Wow. So let's customize this baby. Unless I should probably just go. So there she is. My Kira class. However, I can also pick this thing, which isn't as fun. It's basically a Norway class. It's a modified Norway class. Or this thing, which in my opinion is actually this thing is a what's it called? Stream runner class variant. In my opinion, it's not actually a thingy class. Thunderchild. Now that's nice. Oh, I like it. I like it. It looks pretty. It's also is a bit off, but you can do. Oh, that one looks way better. What about Shuttle Bay? Oh, it does have a Shuttle Bay. Oh, what the hell is this? Actually, I like this one better. Oh, source section looks a bit funky. Oh. But I do like it more. And it's got 2 shuttle bays. Oh, it's got 3 shell bays. But no, it looks pretty. I'm actually gonna go with this one. What did I just do? What the fuck did I do? I randomized because I like the I don't like to fiddle about with color schemes and shit. And I've just broken the ship. Anyway. Okay, I'm freaking out. This is a bit. I had the perfect design, and then I fucked with something, and now it's not perfect. It pisses me off. It doesn't look right anymore. Seriously, what the fuck did I do? Some of the nicer skins cost money. I know. Yeah. I'm trying not to screw with it too much. Holy crap. I can basically customize it so that it looks like an Intrepid class ship. Right. Sorry guys, but I'm gonna have to go pee. I got my ship back, yep. I supported you, but I don't know if you're gonna start uploading videos pretty soon at Jeffrey. Julian, how old are you? Yeah. Most of the time about Star Trek, it's ready see. I don't understand what that means. That's alliteration. It hurts my mind head. What the fuck is that? Looks so weird. Julian, how old are you? Right, it's just that, no offense, but you didn't sound it. You can have the Voyager interior. Really? I really have to pee. Hi, Chris, by the way. Are you still around? QQ. Your fingers had Tourette's. Fuck. Sorry, it was fucking with my yeah. Oh, that's painful. I can really screw with this ship. No, I'm gonna go with D. I'm gonna go with D. Yeah. I supported your channel. Subscribed? You subscribed? I can actually change the hull if I want to. Okay. Okay, it keeps changing the so I'm fighting having to pee. Oh my god. It looks so weird. You can make some truly winter chip as as well as some really cool ones. That's awesome. Right, guys, I'm gonna have to go because I'm gonna need to go urinate. But it's been great talking to you, and I'm glad that this is sorted out. I was on the verge of purchasing the ship again, but I'm glad I don't have to do it again. But it wasn't that big of a deal. But thank you so much again, FMF, for helping me out. And I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, that this has been just probably annoying to a lot of you. But yeah, until next time, belly rips. Belly rips. Belly shake. And belly salute. I should have done that belly shake because now I need to pee more. But yeah, I will be back at some stage in the future. But until then, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Enjoy Furry Week. I will try my bestiest to basically get something shot this week. I think I just broke one of my legs on my chair. Shit. Anyway, until then, until I see you next time. Toodles! And I'm not going to wet myself. Yeah. Bye for now. I'm sorry for the speedy run away, but I really do have to pee. Bye.